Are you still like getting that together?
Oh, I was just logging you in. That's all. Try me. Why are you slapping?
Because it sounded low. Like I
You know
can't
what? It
hear
might
me.
be. Because I just set it back to default, so it might be.
I can't hear myself.
You can't tell yourself probably because the fan is loud.
I mean, that's on my deaf side. So
Bro, we gotta get that fixed for you. I'm serious.
yeah. No, at this point, like now when I was younger, I used to feel bad about not being able to hear and shit. But now as an adult, not wanting motherfuckers to talk to me in the first place, I actually like being half deaf.
Don't that bother your driving? Like,
So,
I'm being honest. Does it bother your driving?
no,
For real?
no.
Okay.
You tell a motherfucker I lend
Because
you.
I mean, as a black person, we turn our music all the way up anyway. So what would it really?
You right. True. True. It's funny.
Only time we turn that shit down is when we need to see.
I don't understand how that. And it
worked.
worked.
Meme. I was like,
But it works. Like, you turn the music down, you get extra focus.
Especially me, because I do Grubhub deliveries and shit, and I be like, I turn the block, I be like,
Got to turn down to see what the numbers is on the address.
Yep.
what?
All right. So, if this is your first time joining us, I'd like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi 100, or Comer Walker if you're nasty. Thank you. I am joined by 2 of 3 co-hosts. We got
He got away.
Mr. Tone Deaf, aka the Classic Man.
Hey, bro, you wrapped up today. You ain't gonna say. Dog, you keep forgetting to remind me to put that on the boards. Or are you just trying to wait till
We got the
Shake
new
them
Mr.
dreads.
Bitches, the narcissist, Mr. Give My Cousin Huff Weed, Juan in the building.
I'm stuck. You just I'm so disappointed in you, dog.
It's funny because it's like usually because that's not my first time smoking with one.
Right. No,
Usually,
but we've all smoked.
and usually when I smoke, like it hit me right away, especially because it's like I'm not a smoker like that.
Right.
So I was actually kind of tripping.
Maybe it's time for you to move to shrooms.
I
yo,
will.
see,
I will
you,
at one
you the voice in niggas' head when they feel like they've reached the apex of weed, and the motherfucker just be like, "Hey man, maybe it's time to get you an 8-ball. Stop buying 7s, get you an 8."
First of all,
that's a whole nother 8.
I just said try. Maybe it's time to try shrooms. You try it. If that high is a little bit too much for you, you're gonna appreciate this weed high. That's all I'm saying.
I need to
You need power.
stand.
Oh,
It's right there.
oh. I was like, it was. I was like,
My
it was
bad,
just here.
So how was everybody's weekend?
I got to see poetry.
You did?
Where did you go?
It was here.
Oh, okay.
I'm upset that I didn't get to see poetry.
I was gonna come get you
I
early
know,
just for that
but
reason.
I had to help. Here's the funny thing.
You had to be.
Here's the funny thing about people asking you to do shit. So my mother was like, "School about to start. We gotta get baby K here together." I have no problem helping. My little sister is a lot.
He is not fired.
He got away.
I allow him to take unpaid leave for the
Yeah,
day.
he the only nigga that get like leave.
Right. He came in
If I say
at the end of the year and got his full
like, dog really get
time
PTO.
off. Right. He got his full PTO.
If I tell Mimi I got a migraine and I can't make it, there might not be a show.
At least you can at least might not be a show. I cannot not do it, period. I'm always here.
Yeah.
Well, now that we got Tommy, I think if you was like really fucked up,
He don't come on time. That's the problem.
well, then it might not be a show.
Right. It's like I cannot not stay home.
Hey,
Like next week, I might have to leave early because the girls are in school.
y'all are like my pandemic staff. Like y'all are essential employees.
Fuck.
I told Britt Nicole that today too.
Tommy's, as much as I appreciate him, he's not an essential employee. Like the show can go on without him.
Like that other guy you
just-
fired.
Who? I don't know who that is. We don't talk about Bruno.
Damn. I don't even have a button for, like I felt like the boom boom.
I'm only mad because it fits.
Like,
It fits. It's so many entendres in that dog. It just fits.
No, okay. So I know I usually wait until the end, but like I gotta get these delivery stories off.
Listen,
Like,
so
I
we have
forget.
no real topic today anyway, so you might as well kick it off.
No, okay. So, Tone, I want you to first pull up.
The last group of stuff you sent me with
Yes,
the deer. Okay.
nigga. Okay, so Amazon always loves to send me out to Buckfuck, Wisconsin. We know this, right?
That's actually the city
Called BFE.
here. Something like that.
But no, like I was all in. Was it fucking Brandon, Blake, Fredonia? Fucking, I was all over. Okay, last week. Yeah,
Where do you have to be to get a ding for Fredonia, Wisconsin?
look.
You sound like you was already somewhere where you shouldn't have been
No,
anyway.
no. Sorry. Okay, let me clarify. This was Amazon deliveries.
Oh, okay.
Amazon. So it was actually nice because I usually this was only my second time. Remember, after the first time they sent me out there, I was like, man, fuck this. I don't know if I want to do it again. But I ended up seeing that they had a block. It was like $155 for like 4.5 hours. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And then I ended up finishing in 3.5. So that was $155 for 3.5 hours. The problem was when I get down to the wire, right? Now, initially I'm out here and I'm staring at this fucking deer. Cause I'm in a rental car. And I'm upset because I'm looking at me. I mean, I'm looking at him, he looking at me. We just kind of like having a little stare down and shit, like Diddy and the dude and the you know, because I'm like, deers be on that fuck shit.
This is true.
They decide to just run and jump and prance right in front of your fucking vehicle at the last minute. So I'm kind of trying to give dog a chance to decide if he's gonna run east or what, so that I know what to do. So I'm trying to like creep up a little bit, like, all right, well, maybe if you see the car moving, he'll hurry up, dart out, get it over with, and then I can, go past
You
him.
was trying to kill him in peace?
Like, look, like he just looking like, come on, bitch, so I can make this jump. Like, it's like he was waiting for me to. So I was like, fuck that shit, because I'm in a rental car, right?
I hate
And I don't got no
deers.
time for that. And I really don't got no time to be hitting no deer all the fucking way out here.
Because deers will fuck your car up no matter what speed you hit them at.
And then them hoes will get up and run.
Then they leave like, ooh, I'm out of here.
That is the definition of fuck shit up and leave. A fucking deer.
I lost a whole car to a deer.
I remember that, dog.
Whole car. All because a gang of deers wanted to commit suicide. But it wasn't the fact that it wasn't them hitting my car that really had me like, what the fuck? It was the semi truck next to me. Now, have you ever watched Duke play the game Duke Nukem?
That's old. Like,
Okay. I can't think of nothing else that splats like that. Okay. But when I tell you that when the semi hit that deer literally imploded everywhere. It was just like deer chunks all over the highway.
yeah.
It was deer ankles.
And just
No, so, this is my first encounter. And then I'm riding. And I'm like, first of all, I want to know who gave these hillbillies the fucking internet anyway, that they even ordering shit off Amazon.
Do you even know what they order?
Well, this particular one, now go to the one with all the fucking yes.
Happen to be next.
Now, where I was taking what I was taking out here,
Is that a building?
a big ass box of fucking always pads.
What?
I had to drive all the way. Oh, and not to fucking Beethoven, right?
We gonna get on him.
So I pull up and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Am I delivering to like the actual farm? Now I drive past them, but having to actually
Go
deliver
to one.
to the fucking farm and shit. And I'm like, bruh, if one of these fucking, like get to charging and shit. Cause y'all know I got on red tennis shoes, and I don't know if it's like the Mexican bulls and shit.
Cows are not like that. Fam.
Look, I don't be knowing. I don't trust nature at all. So I get here and then I look and I'm like, bro, it is the biggest fucking box of pads I've ever seen in my life. Amazon didn't even, usually they try to conceal your shit where they put it in the little smiley face package and shit. No, they just slap the fucking little
sticker on it
on top of the fucking always box.
Maybe cows have menstrual.
Look, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was mad that I had to drive all the
Maybe
way out there
grandma
for
don't
fucking
get
North
out too
Park.
often.
Why is that building like a skyscraper?
It's a silo, bruh. Got to keep the corn somewhere.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's all that's really be in there, dog. Is
Yeah, I know.
feed and corn and wheat.
Yeah, I finally watched The Quiet Place 2, and the kids was drowning in corn in the fucking silo and shit.
How do you drown in corn?
They
Well,
he
nigga,
fell
it's
through the
like
top.
water. If you get up under some shit and you can't breathe, you will drown.
I just
No, I'm saying, like, the motherfucker, you sinking, you can't climb your. How the fuck you
Okay.
go climb corn, nigga?
You thought they was
can't
gonna
you
eat-
go left or right?
No.
That's a cornfield.
I'm just saying in the corn, like
A whole bunch of kernels of corn
look.
in a building that tall, and you done fell through the roof into it. It's sucking you down.
Okay, that's what my question was. Like, are you at the bottom and someone pulled the chute? Now you being buried, or you just fell in it and since it ain't no gravity, ain't no grip, gravity's just bringing you down.
You just get
Eat your way out.
Kernels, my nigga, kernels.
You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, all
I
right.
hate this nigga.
Can we get Beethoven up here, please? Now I pull
Dun,
up
dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun,
to this
dun.
residence. Now, mind you, this motherfucker wasn't out here at first. Well, he was, but he was hiding. So I didn't know anything about a dog on this property because there's no notification in my phone that says, hey, because one of my customers was actually dope. When I was delivering for Grubhub, they said, make sure when you come, you pull all the way in the driveway. We need to know that you're on the property so we don't accidentally let the dog out.
Property.
So I pull up by the door and make sure, I see bodies and shit moving before I get out to put their food there and mark it delivered. Well, in this case, they didn't know I was coming. They didn't know I was coming because Amazon sent me off and made me take a turn too early. So I'm in the wrong people's driveway. So I'm about to get out with this fucking Amazon package on a property with loose dogs on it. Like it had absolutely nothing on it. Now Beethoven used to be one of my favorite childhood movies, back when that was my shit.
That's a big ass slobbery dog.
Dog. Now I know Saint Bernards are not, small pups, but I've never been by one in fucking person. That motherfucker was huge. And it was just like sizing me up in the car. She like, the moment you get out this motherfucker, I'm finna tear into your ass. Cause he was like literally like at the window and shit. It got to the point where like, cause I was scared to like take a picture of him when he was next to the window. I was like eyes front and shit. Cause I didn't want him to think he was challenging him and shit. I'm like, cause if this motherfucker get the clawing and shit on his rental car, I'm gonna be fucked. So I called a customer and I'm like, hey, your dog is outside. He was like, wait a minute. He's like, where are you? He was like, because I don't have a dog. Then I tell him, he said, oh, he was like, there's 3 houses on the property. Like, I'm the middle house, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, Amazon told me to turn. I'm going to have to bust this U-turn. Now, that sounds simple enough. I can just turn around, go to the correct house, drop off this package, and go about my business. Wrong. Wrong. Charlie Murphy in this motherfucker. I go, and I get the nuttiest nigga ever.
Oh shit, let me bring that down.
So I pull up and he got like one of them little Lord of the Ring box sets, DVD box sets or whatever the fuck. And I go to hand him his shit. And it was my fault because I was still kind of, traumatized from this big ass dinosaur that was just on the side of the car. So I said, oh, excuse me, sir. I have to scan, the box so I can mark it delivered. Because he grabbed the box and walked off. So he brought it back. I scanned it and I'm thinking I'm going to mark it deliver and go about my business. Me having to call him back to the car was the worst fucking moment of my life. Because at this point, now this nigga wants to talk to me. He's like, hey, have you ever watched, Lord of the Rings? And I'm like, no, never saw it.
He's
I
gonna
hear about it,
have
whatever,
you come
whatever.
upstairs.
He's like, yeah. He was like, it's evil. And so what the fuck you order it for?
He evil.
What the fuck am I dropping this off for?
He white, ain't he?
Yes.
Of course he is. Ain't no niggas on the farm.
And he's one of them white, like with the lisp and shit and the ball hitting just like,
He came out there barefoot.
I was like
He had
I
him
was looking in his mouth while he was talking because the shit was damn near like the color of your hoodie, bro. Like his teeth was horrible.
Oh my.
And
He was looking for a date.
He definitely wants you to come upstairs and watch The Fellowship.
no, so
You could be the Lord to his ring.
bro, me dropping off because I was already salty because I'm like, all right, I done spent, longer than I was supposed to
Right.
at the house next door because these fucking dogs is outside.
Right.
And now this nigga want to talking shit. This nigga's telling me how Lord of the Rings is fucking evil. And he's like, well, did you get vaccinated? The people that are vaccinated are like dropping like flies and they're this and this and this. Then he's like, and those flying saucers, those are demons. And dog just get to talking to me about all this kind of shit. And then he's like, he asked me if I believe in Jesus Christ, right? And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, sure, but because you already talking about demons and shit, and I ain't know if this nigga had holy water in his pocket and was gonna throw it in,
Yo, having holy water in your pocket
On deck.
That's
Was
wild
ready.
as something.
Hey, boo.
Ew, what kind of water could it be?
They were like, I hate dogs and people talking to me. I would have pulled up. Like, and I could just pull off because I had like the way I did, I would have had to like pull in his driveway and then like do a little wide turn because he's like the woods is on this side and then it's like this little ass tiny little private road and then his house and driveway. So this nigga's like, look me in my eyes and tell me you believe in Jesus.
Wait, what a goddamn minute.
Yo. Look me in my eyes and tell me what you see. Niggas is wild.
Niggas on they bone. Look into my eyes and tell
And I'm
me
like,
what
now if it's one thing I can do is look a motherfucker right in the eyes and tell a lie and not crack a smile, okay? I learned that very early. You know how many ass whoopings I avoided because I mastered looking a motherfucker dead in the eye and being able to lie without cracking a smile?
Hey, I went through 8 weeks of basic training. That's a skill set now. Put it on my resume.
But so look, I was like, absolutely. Accepted Lord Jesus is my savior and all that shit. So he's like, great. And and Bitcoin, Bitcoin's gonna fold and make sure you invest in blah 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 blah. You're gonna be a millionaire. Just like
hey, what did he tell you invest in?
Bro, I don't know. At this time I
that could have been a lick.
That could have been the way out.
Hold on.
Listen. This nigga is talking to me about flying saucers and demons and Biden being a fucking clone and
He
all
might know
kind of
something.
shit.
He might be on.
He might know something
bro,
with this Joe Biden shit,
right?
Bro, I just
because
wanted
what
to
nigga
leave.
falls off a stationary bike?
We ain't really seen that nigga in public
I
in a while.
wanted to leave. I had fucking 4 deliveries left. 4 deliveries left.
Hey, this is really your fault. If you didn't fuck up the initial,
it wasn't my fault. It was Amazon's
after
fault.
They sent you to the wrong
Amazon
house.
sent me to the wrong spot. I was moving and fucking grooving. And then because, a bitch was a little shaken. I was because I'm like, dog, I didn't fucking see. They wasn't out there. So had I got out, because usually like I'm looking, I'm walking and scanning and shit. I'm like, no. Nope. But Kayla said when I get my packages, I check addresses. If I don't want to deliver in that area, I give them back.
So does Amazon give you like a GPS built into their system, or can you use your own?
I also stop using Amazon GPS. Use Google or Waze.
That was gonna be my question.
Yeah, I've had to do that with Grubhub before. It kept freezing for some reason, so I had to go and like use mine. But
that nigga said, "Look me in my eyes.
Look him in his fucking eyes and tell him that I believe in Jesus Christ.
Tell me what you see." A nigga who was young grew up to be a Jew.
And it got to a point where it's bad when your wife feel like, let me go save this poor delivery driver.
He got a wife.
Because she knows she thought they usually do.
Maybe it was a sister. I don't know. But it was a lady.
Could be one and the same.
I can't get no bitch.
And she came out and she was like, hey. She was like, she was like, everything okay?
It was crazy.
And my eyes looked at her like, no. Then she was like, so I think she tried to distract her. She was like, so what you got there? And he was like, oh, I got it. And I was like,
yeah, niggas heard the tires screeching.
Dog, on the gravel, nigga. Get me the fuck out of here. And then,
You probably don't get much human interaction.
if I don't think so,
He definitely don't.
Yeah,
I don't think
He's
so.
that kind of person that'll call his bank and be on the phone with them for like 30 minutes just talking.
Yeah,
And
'cause
we ain't even got to why you calling.
Yeah,
So we stuck here.
yeah.
calling the bank hotline asking them how they day going is fucking insane.
You know, it's giving Red. Remember when? Have y'all ever watched Red? Bruce Willis.
I've seen it, but I don't remember.
Is that
I
the
would have to
one
watch
with
it again.
Captain Zeta Jones in it?
She was in the second one. I don't think she
Yeah,
was in the
then I
first
seen
one.
Red. Yeah,
But anyway, how he even got with the chick that he was with in the second one
right.
is because she worked for like the Social Security office or whatever. So he would call there. He would get his check in the mail every month, but he would tear it like his retirement check from the government,
Right.
and he would like tear it up and act like he didn't get it so that he can call and talk to her.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. I saw this
I
fine ass
mean-
black lady at my job. And I was looking like she was giving up the vibes, but I ain't saying nothing. And then like the phone rang. I was like, hey, maybe she got outside and was like, call back. Yeah. It was like, yeah, so that young cute dude in the meat department. What's his name?
Yeah, that shit was, excuse me, fucking wild, man.
Hey, but if I met a chick that was fly like that, I'd do that.
you're not wrong.
Call her and bug her at work
Yeah.
on a recorded line and get her fired.
Did he get her fired?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, well,
I think she just quit because she was trying to go on with him. She white though.
yeah, black women ain't gonna play that shit.
Yeah, like because I know like in certain jobs like that, like their calls are like timed and shit. Like they want you to resolve customer issues within like a certain amount
Okay,
of time.
maybe that's only cute when you call a delivery girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep calling a certain pizza spot so a certain delivery person keeps coming to your house.
And, you know, and speaking of that, I was so annoyed. Remember when I told you when I came to your house last night? I'm delivering. Like, it's my last delivery before I go to this nigga crib.
Right.
And I'm walking up, dropping a customer order off, and I hear some random nigga. I know it wasn't a black person that I was delivering to, but for whatever reason, he still, you know, they live the east side, so he was still living on Palmer. So I'm dropping this little sushi shit off or whatever, and it's thing like, "Hey, where my DoorDash at?" I said, "I don't know. What'd you order?" Shit, like I don't know. I only got one order over here.
Hey, niggas really need to work on their pickup line.
Right.
They
But that's not where it stops. I ordered you. I said, I'm not on the app.
Like, oh, you just say you ordered off the wrong app, then.
Niggas corny. For
I mean,
real.
corny works sometimes.
Yeah, but that's too corny.
Sometimes you just gotta work on your delivery.
Now,
thing.
I'm
I
corny.
had that happen when I worked at Best Buy. A guy left out and called back into customer service for me. I can't see who that is though.
I gotta.
You in a group?
I'm not in the group, but I'm gonna go in there now.
I mean, there's levels to.
Oh,
doing
it was
that.
Sarita. When did you work at Best Buy?
Oh yeah, she said that. That's how she met Rudolph now.
Rudolph.
You know, I thought you would have been out partying. I'd have told Tony, hey, you come in and sit with us since I knew Tommy won't go be here.
She always, if we call, she's always available.
No, because I know the day party was today.
That don't
I
stop her.
It was a day party.
Today
Who
was the day party.
Who had a day party?
It's funny. It was another Martin and Teasy now.
Oh,
At Allure. And it's so funny because the day party started at 4 at Allure.
ain't
I
they
had a
over?
Grubhub pickup right down the street at like 3:30 at this some spot. Sports. It's a like a sports bar kind of place, but they got food and shit. So I saw Martin when he pulled up. So I rolled up and flipped him off. He was like, if it weren't for your hair, I wouldn't recognize. I'm like, that's how I knew you was gonna know it was me because my hair was pink. But I just wanted you to know. Then I pulled up.
Fuck you.
Oh, she said when she was in high school, she worked at Best Buy. You know what's so funny? I can't believe that I've never tried to work at Best Buy as much as I've always loved electronics and playing around with them and shit. I've never tried to work.
You know, it's funny when I tried to work at Best Buy, they wouldn't hire me. When I just randomly just like, I ain't got shit to do. I went
But
to go
did you
buy
actually
something.
work for Best Buy though?
Yeah, I did. I worked for Best Buy first. I left Best Buy and then I came back because I picked up Best Buy as a second job. when I left Wells Fargo altogether, then I went into HP and Samsung and Apple
Oh, okay. I'm like, because I
because they
know
pay
that you
more.
was working for like HP and shit inside of there, but I didn't know
No,
you
I
had
actually worked at
for
Best Buy
it.
first.
Best Buy is like Aldi's. You gotta know somebody that knows somebody to get in that motherfucker.
We had fun. No, I remember how I got hired because this is when CD still dropped on Tuesdays, and I was like, I ain't got no problem working on a Monday night.
Nothing like opening your email and seeing "panty party" in the fucking subject line. It's Victoria's Secret, but it threw me off.
The Vicky is wild. I don't know who worse,
Yeah.
Vicky or
Fashion Nova.
yeah,
It's definitely Fashion Nova.
definitely Fashion Nova. This nigga's running Fashion Nova.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake runs Fashion Nova.
Yeah, I was looking last night and I was like, dog, do you realize like this nigga really used to rock Fashion Nova outfits? Like his thigh meat used to be out a lot. A lot.
Crop tops, mid drifts, the fishnet joint.
Exactly. See, Fashion Nova is worse. See? Like Fashion Nova be so inappropriate, dog.
Like, didn't they make a random ass COVID reference? Like they just whatever's going on, like whatever natural disaster is happening, they somehow find a way to make it about a sale they about to have.
They
Like
be
wash
OC
away
as
your
fuck.
sorrows, just like New Orleans did with the 20% off. It's like, bro,
That's what?
they would say
Who
shit.
sends emails like that? And that's a nasty marketing campaign.
They do it all the time.
Wash away your sorrows like the people in New Orleans.
They out of pocket.
They out of pocket.
So
Is that the equivalent to putting a monkey on a black kid and calling him the coolest monkey in the jungle?
I honestly just feel like they didn't pay attention. Because I would actually rock that shirt, believe it or not, as a kid. I just probably wouldn't have realized what it.
I thought it made sense. That's the fucked up part about it.
you know,
Like the saying is dope.
There was nothing out of place with like any of this thought. Like, it's a monkey. The coolest monkey in the jungle. Where do monkeys hang out? In the fucking jungle.
oh yeah, it's
Oh,
only
shit. Sorry.
and it's so funny because it's like shit can be just so innocent and normal, and you have to think racist in order to not be racist. Like, cause you have to look at it like, damn, we can't put that person in this shirt. We wasn't even thinking about it, but now that we see it, the public will probably perceive it this way. So how about we put Timmy in this shirt instead?
Yeah,
Right, because I'm pretty sure
Put Devontae in the alligator shirt.
I feel like Lil Dog picked that shirt himself.
like somebody really sat there and was like, monkeys, jungle. Coolest monkey in the jungle. And it was all innocent. Because
It wasn't that. It was the fact that the black kid was in it, and
right, that's what made it
historically
racist.
they call him, you know.
When you put the black, like,
Because
you
wasn't
put the black
all the
kid in
shirts
it.
like animal jungle related at the time? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was just the fact that the little black kid had, and it was a fucking PR nightmare.
Speaking of PR nightmare, Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish. Listen,
bro, and the crazy part is that video was old.
and you know, and it's a lot of things. People like, well, why y'all caring that? Like, people didn't know. I didn't fucking know about it.
Like, because
it's my first time ever.
Because when I went to read the article
about
it, it was like it was on Funny or Die, and they had put it up there at first. But then when Funny or Die got notified about it, and this was still a long time ago, they immediately took it down, scrubbed their whole system about it. They didn't have it up there no more at all. But, you know, once it's on the internet, it's there for life. And it somehow came back up recently, all because Aries made fun of Lizzo.
I was just going to say, like,
what's good, buddy?
When will people learn that you cannot piss off the internet? Like, when people have their favorite people, the internet will get your ass. Like, just because, like you said, Tulsa, that's an old video. And I had never seen that shit.
I think that video was older than Two Girls, One Cup.
Like, I had never seen that shit before.
I didn't even know that Aries and Tiffany had
Connection.
collaborated on anything at all.
One of those situations where it's like, I didn't, even though they famous, like, I don't know that these motherfuckers know each other.
I would
like
only
Tiffany Haddish is here.
Like
Aries Spears is here. Why you hanging out with niggas at the bottom?
And probably because of the Laugh Factory. Comedians all got their own spot. It'd be like if Mimi Show blow up And then you'd be like, well, why are you even, talking to niggas from Peep Gang? Because we cool with them.
He said there is a cheat code to being the internet, though. Yeah, being the favorite.
Yeah, gotta be favorite or Beyonce.
Oh well, I guess we know Lizzo is goated then, because she definitely a favorite.
Oh yeah, she a favorite.
Because they dug up some shit nobody knew existed.
Like, bro, do you know how much hard work you had to go to? Like, nigga, you had to go to the depths of the fucking Egyptian pyramids to find that one. And then they knew exactly what to do, because that one really pissed everybody off.
And a lot of people, they're like, well, no, and it was meant to relay a message, and it's like it wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be a message. Like, I'm like, you can't tell me that it wasn't meant to be funny when you sitting here and you playing fucking R. Kelly in the background.
They
and
had
this nigga squirting oil on the kid back and being weird and shit. You can't tell me that it wasn't meant to be funny.
There's 2 other videos he did that was supposed to be poking fun at Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. So at the time, everybody, it was meant to. You got 2 comedians in here. You're not going to sit here and say it wasn't meant to be funny.
Right.
You know what's crazy about this whole situation?
Just say it was done in poor taste.
It was poor taste.
Don't sit up here and try to excuse and say, well, the video wasn't meant to be funny. It was supposed to shine the light on. Like, no, they took the comedic route.
So here's the funny thing about
Tiffany got shot. She just got shot in the process.
People gonna want to cancel Ari Spears, right?
But
my point is, like, why go out of your way to cancel somebody that we weren't even fucking with in the beginning? Like, we gonna go all of our way to boycott a nigga that we weren't even fucking with. Like, when's the last time anybody of relevancy said anything positive about Ari Spears? Because I don't see Kevin Hart doing interviews like, yeah, shout out to my dog, Ari Spears. I'm not give a fuck about dog.
Hey, you said just don't respond and wait 2 weeks, somebody else will fuck up. That don't work for everything, though.
That does work, but
that works for Facebook.
That works for local people,
right?
Maybe. You say him and that Forrest Whitaker neck skin under his eyes needs to relax.
I think that niggas have been really going in on his neck skin.
You know what's crazy though? Like, they could have just been like, oh, posted the video of him, dog, and he was on the podcast, and dog stood up and just got to swinging on him when he was arguing with the light-skinned nigga.
Right.
And it was only funny because, first of all, dude's punches was either missing or just like, you know how it's like a punch is supposed to hit you, but it's like it was really just the wind, and it was wind and skin because the motherfucker was sliding across him like this.
Skibbity paps.
It was like when Ken was trying to fight Monte. That was a very sorry display.
All I'm saying is we finna go out of our way.
Ari Spears looked like a raccoon.
We finna go out of our way to not fuck with somebody that we was already.
I wonder what makes that happen because I see a lot of guys like that. Like, they eyes is just real light, and they be
poor eating habits.
Is that really what it is?
Poor eating habits and too many honey packs. The only thing I can come up with.
Ari Spears been looking.
The feds cracking down on niggas selling honey packs.
Are you for real?
Yep. They sending letters to niggas about like distributing honey pack. I think they're going after the people that are like distributing them first, like probably like the wholesalers.
Yeah, you gotta go after the wholesalers because how you gonna crack down on the gas stations? There'd be so much bullshit behind that counter. You don't know what's back there.
They can. If they selling a bunch of products that ain't approved, that ain't FDA approved.
All they gonna do is send it back to whoever they got from, and it's gonna get repackaged or something different.
Right, but a lot of the companies that are selling them on Amazon, like one of the companies I saw a list, like one of the actual distributors that sell the stuff on Amazon, they sent them a letter.
Somebody hating.
Aren't you gonna sell honey packs?
Who, me? Oh, like me?
No,
honey packs with the TDR logo on. You're nasty nigga.
No, so here's the thing.
So you gonna be mad?
A lot of people requested me to sell honey packs, but for me, it wouldn't have been a lucrative product because there's no way for me to get it at a price that was
marketable,
reasonable enough for me to be able to sell it and actually make a profit from it. Because it's like you're not finna buy this motherfucker from because I gotta pay for this and the shipping. But then in order for me to make a profit, I'm gonna have to mark it up so much. And then I ship stuff. So it's like the markup is gonna be ate up by the shipping costs. It really don't make sense for me to sell them. Like if I had a store and that was an item that I had in store for people to come in and buy, then maybe. But as far as like online sales, it literally it does nothing for me to sell it.
Yeah, that's
Niggas can't even sign up for meat assistance without getting hated on.
meat assistance.
Well, here's the thing, D. Like I
That's
get
funny.
it though.
Meat assistance. That's the
Like
name of the episode.
Like I get it. It's because now people know, okay, well, this is what it's for, but it's the fact that they're not listing the actual ingredients in it on the package. So they're not saying, hey, it's Zinfandel or whatever the shit is that they put in Cialis and Viagra or whatever. It's because they're not listing that on the package. That's why they're getting so much heat, because it's like those specific drugs can interact with other drugs that people are taking, especially people that's like high blood pressure meds, heart med, like shit like that. And I actually just shared a post when it was like, I think, putting honey packs in people's shit without telling them, like, that's damn near a form of rape type shit. And I'm like, think about it. If we at a bar and a nigga slip a pill in our drink,
That's right.
That's rape.
like that's some date rape shit. And it's like people don't look at it that way. Like, regardless, that is a medication that you are giving somebody without their consent. Now, what happens? One of you niggas, y'all already knew, like, man, I'm trying to fuck this bitch for 2 years off Facebook. I'm finally finna get the pussy. You stop and get a honey pack at the gas station. So y'all already got this shit in your system. And she don't know. And she making fucking chicken wings with this fucking sexual honey and shit. And now you done doubled up. Now you stroking out because this bitch snuck it on you and didn't tell you.
Yeah. Am I stroking out before I fuck?
So niggas
or while I
love-
fuck?
So niggas.
That's the point.
Niggas heart.
He said motherfuckers on heart meds shouldn't be taking honey no way, fam. But that's the
The
point.
hard
So if
niggas
you
on
giving
heart
people,
meds not even supposed to
if
be
you
taking
giving
Viagra.
people shit and they don't know what you giving them, that can fuck somebody up. That's literally my point.
Am
Bro.
I dying inside of her?
Nah, bro, you
I
dying
don't
while
know,
you
you
sitting
might
here
not make
eating
it.
this bow tie pasta.
I'll be dying in your arms
You sitting
tonight.
here thinking it's some honey and henny wings and shit. And now all of a sudden, shit go let. And then it's like, okay, so maybe you don't suffer a heart attack,
That's
but now
a
your
lot.
dick is hard for 72 hours and you can't do nothing about it, and you in pain and you got to go to the emergency room, and you don't know why. It's because you done fucking had 2 honey packs within a fucking 45-minute span without your knowledge.
God, dog, you know how
And
much.
trying to explain to the hospital that all you had, like you tell them, like, I had a honey pack, and then you explain to them what the honey pack is, and you be like, and then I had some chicken, then I blacked out.
Now your dick busts like a hot dog in the microwave because the
Ow.
motherfuckers snuck some extra shit on you that you ain't know about.
Shut up.
I felt like y'all needed that visual. Y'all
No,
wasn't
we
taking this
No, we
didn't.
seriously.
didn't, bro.
We didn't ask for that.
Y'all wasn't taking this conversation seriously.
I mean,
I
ow,
had to bring y'all back.
We not in these situations. Okay,
right.
we're not putting ourselves out there.
But it's like, because it's like me, like, bro, I'm on a, like, I got antidepressant, like, I got a lot of shit going on. Like, I can't just
I
be
mean,
like,
niggas
here, I'm
don't
just
read.
gonna take this random medicine.
Niggas don't read instructions anyway.
That's so true.
Which is hilarious. Which is hilarious
It's
because
so
I have
true.
always said, whether or not you get vaccinated, that is your choice. I don't care about that. It just be the niggas that be trying to sound smart. Like, oh, I'm not getting no vaccine. That shit ain't, they did it to. And it's like, bro, you take random shit from the gas station. You just went and bought a fucking Rhino 3 pill and you eating honey packs with hidden ingredients in it. But you want to give everybody grief that decided to get a vaccine?
Not a rhino.
That be the shit that I be talking about.
I mean,
It's not that if they just be like, I don't want it. That's fine. But it be when they be trying to sound all smart and get
Nah,
this
bro.
reason, like, well, I don't know what's in that shit. You don't know what's in a lot of shit. You put it
Niggas-
in your mouth and swallow it.
Niggas don't.
It's
think.
3 things that I know niggas do not read for a fact. We do not read
Terms and conditions.
We don't read instructions, ingredients, terms and conditions. It's like, fam, every year I buy 2K. Then this shit pops up. I just
Click.
go to the bottom. I know
Click.
I allow, accept. Get this shit off my screen.
I'm
not
waiting for
finna
the
read
day
terms.
when somebody really puts some wild ass shit in these terms and conditions,
and we just
and we just
okay.
click on it, and they come knocking on your door. We come to get that kidney.
No, what kidney? Oh, you didn't read the terms and conditions before you click play.
Excuse me, sir.
Motherfucker?
Based on this receipt right here, you just bought Madden
What do
23.
they always say? You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book.
Facts, dog. Niggas do not read.
First of
Unless
all,
it's some messy shit.
well, first of all,
Oh yeah,
terms
for sure. I read the shade room all the
you ain't
time.
gotta read the shade room. It's on our timeline now.
Because speaking of like messy shit and reading, so y'all know my former homie that made the wig. Remember the little scandal we had with that?
Scandal.
Well,
Was it a
apparently he was
scandal?
involved in another
gay,
scandal.
Little gay tiff.
Apparently he was involved in another scandal. I forgot to send that to Tone, but there was a lady that posted on her Facebook page, and she was like, "Y'all, my husband been cheating on me with a man."
Oh, that is him.
Yes,
Oh my
not
god.
the husband.
I know
but
the other one because
So
that question popped up on another show.
yeah,
What the fuck?
No, let her finish it though.
yeah. So I was
Oh, I
out.
have the question if you want me to pull it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was
Look at Tone.
actually
Tone
out.
be here for the mess with his own life.
I was actually out doing Grubhub, so I couldn't like fully see what was going on. So I could only see I saw the screenshot of the Snapchat messages where I guess dog had his ding dong out, the husband, and
Niggas always. Where will niggas learn, dog? Whatever you do, keep your dick in your pants.
Is this the same one? Might be different.
no, that's different.
Different. Never mind.
First thing niggas do is pull their dick out in any situation. Then they get mad when they get caught. They're like, look, bro, that's the first thing you did. Pull your dick out.
Who was tagging me and shit? Wow.
I came in with my dick in my
Look,
hand.
I just got
See?
tagged
See?
in a post 35 minutes ago. Going crazy with the honey packs. One for $5 and 5 for 20. But that's what I'm saying. Like me selling
That's
a honey
not a
pack.
deal.
5 for 20.
Yeah, okay. 5 for 20 might be. You get one for free.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like me selling a honey pack for $5, I would lose money. So it don't.
Yeah, because it's gonna cost you way more to order them motherfuckers.
That I'm gonna have to pay for shipping. Well, no, I think they'll give you free shipping. They always got promos for that. But because I have to actually ship the products, like what if a motherfucker they don't order shit else and they just order a fucking honey pack?
Oh no,
Nah.
if you selling them, you gotta sell them motherfuckers on bulk.
And then there's
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
niggas
saying.
that's local who gonna fit in the guidelines of wanting to be delivered. No,
Like, you gotta buy like 12 for $100.
Yeah,
nigga, just buy this case. Save yourself the trouble.
right.
I feel like that should never be bought individually. Just buy it in a case.
Right. But yeah, so of course, the post got deleted and I was mad because I'm like, I didn't get to see everything because I was in the middle of Grubhub. But I did get to see that particular screenshot of, the Snapchat messages. But from what I've been reading, like on other people's shit, she went back and deleted it and was like, oh, well, I cleared it up. That wasn't him and he's not gay. And I'm like, I think that was one of those things where you see some shit, you move too fast, you put it on blast, and then you're like, fuck, I'm not leaving, or I'm not whatever. Now I need to do damage control and clean this up. But apparently when she first posted it, she was like, she's single and ready to mingle. And somebody in the comments was like, well, before you get to mingling, I hope you go get checked and make sure ain't nothing tingling.
They're not wrong.
But yeah.
Show me the lie.
I mean, what do you do when you find out that you're being cheated on with a guy?
That's not a question for us.
No.
Well, I was going to say, well, is it? Because anytime your chick cheats is with a guy.
But that's just normal cheating.
But then I guess when you find out she cheating on you with a bitch.
I think back to the coach situation. Did I pay attention enough to see if she even liked bitches?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, because some people, cheating is cheating. They don't give a fuck if it's a woman or a man. Like, cheating is cheating. And You have niggas that have reacted like Coach, or they reacted like Cisco. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping in my bed video. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
everybody is not with it just because, oh well, it's a girl.
Right.
Right. That's respectable because niggas are I'll join it. Like, no, you wouldn't, bro.
No, you won't. Because first of all, you and your
You
feelings,
might really be on some, oh my God,
especially if
you
she
hurt
do
my
it better than
feelings.
you. Especially if she do it better than you.
'Cause in my book, cheating is cheating. So if I walk in on you or a nigga, fades will be handed out.
You gonna hit bitches?
She at this moment is playing the role of a nigga and is sleeping in my bed. So yes,
Messing with your head?
yeah, fade.
What's
Clean,
what's
like the barber. She get a liner and a taper.
What if she just eating the pussy?
She might be cheating with a femme. They both might have like 18-inch Brazilian hair and like Meg Thee Stallion nails.
Fuck that got to do with me.
I'm saying it don't mean that it's a stud. You talking about some is at
Would
that
your
point
feel-
you in
still
your bed,
would
you
you-
be
Would
like a
your
nigga.
feelings be
My
hurt
feelings
if
are still hurt.
a, like, is
Fade.
your feelings hurt if a stud take your bitch?
I
Does
think
that-
it
does that-
hurts. I think it hurts a little more.
Hurts a little bit more.
Like, not only are you a woman, but you dressed up as me, and you did me better that you took my bitch.
What if you find out?
Like, you did me better than me?
What do you
Like,
do? You find out your bitch bought your favorite hoodie. She bought her one too.
we have to fight. I have to fight you.
You have to fight him.
I have to.
Okay.
Hey, and it's funny because it's like I think I could like go either way on like my
We know you go either way.
no, I mean like in my role as far as dealing with women. Like
Okay.
I'm primarily the dominant one, but I can
Chill
do
out
soft shit too.
if it's necessary.
But I think like in that case, like if a nigga came in and like busted me with his bitch, like I talk too much shit, he probably would want to fight me for real. And I'm like, nigga, if you want to catch this video and see how you really supposed to stroke her out, like he could be like, bitch, square up.
You messy like that for real though. Like I had to sit here and think like you petty and messy enough like that for real too.
See,
Child.
D said a motherfucker can't take nobody that don't want to go.
I just like did you already like bitches and I just didn't pay attention.
Tell that to people that have been kidnapped.
Fuck, fine.
You said motherfucker can't take nobody that don't want to go.
So I was on TikTok and I saw the most inappropriate joke, but it was funny. He's like, so a guy and a kid walks into the woods, and the kid says, "Hey man, it's getting dark. I'm scared." And the grown man looks at the kid and said, "How you think I feel? I got to walk back alone." When I say I laughed for like 5 minutes, like it was so wrong, but it was funny as hell. Dog.
You are a terrible person.
That nigga said, "How you think I feel? Like I walk back alone."
You were absolutely terrible.
You disgusting.
Hey man, dark humor is funny sometimes.
Dino ass laugh.
That's because y'all terrible.
Yo, dark humor be the funniest. Like the shit you shouldn't laugh at be the funniest.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's only dark because some folks ain't ready.
Like when they post the videos of like handicapped people dancing, they be like, "If you laugh, you going to hell." I be like, "Well, sign me up."
I'm living.
Because this motherfucker with no arms and no legs pop locking, that's hilarious.
Getting this whole shit
Speaking
up.
of no legs, right? So y'all know the truck been down and I've been in rentals.
How's that life treating you?
I feel like a drug dealer. But
'Cause you
so I
switching
swap
cars?
rentals out every week. But my uncle hit me and was like, "Hey, contact this guy. He's a mechanic. Blah 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 blah. Tell him you my niece." So I call and the guy doesn't answer. But you know how people are when they don't recognize numbers.
Right.
But then my uncle calls me right back. I'm thinking he calling to be like, "Well, did you talk to him?" I'm like, "Dang, nigga, I just hung up." But he was actually calling me to tell me. He was like, he was at laugh now, pray later. He was calling to tell me that if the mechanic dude come over there, don't bug out. And before I could ask, like, well, why to bug out? He was like, well, he ain't got no legs. And I was like,
he can get under the car with no problem, bro.
I said, but I got an F-150. How's he? He was like, he got people helping him. Don't even worry about it. So like, I just pictured like I'm up just kind of like holding him over the engine and shit. Yeah.
So how did it actually look?
I don't know.
You didn't look.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you ain't met him yet.
Right. Unc was just giving me the heads up
They ain't got no legs.
that he ain't got no legs.
Somewhere right now, there is a woman hollering, "Cancel R. Kelly," doing that damn snippet of his song. And there's a nigger canceled him somewhere liking her videos while she dancing it.
That's probably me. I see them videos all the time, man. If you're cute, double tap. Won't lie to you.
But you still cancel R. Kelly?
Yeah, fuck dog.
Okay.
Yeah. That I'm sorry. That just made me think about that. I'm like, my
You
uncle
know,
really,
It's your show.
yeah.
he really sent me
A nigga with no legs to fix
to a
something.
mechanic with,
Not having no legs, but being good with his hands.
That's all that matters.
No.
If that ain't funny, it's so.
No, it was only, throwing me off because, like I said, me driving an F-150, I can't even see in there and I have legs.
Oh well, I mean,
So it's like, but then he was like, oh, he got somebody to help him. I'm like, all right.
what if his upper body like mad buff?
It probably is. Cause you see how like my grandfather, like with him having polio, he still has his physical legs, but he been on crutches all these years.
His
Yeah,
upper,
just-
So-
his
just
upper
weak.
body was mad buff.
Dog, that nigga's fucking 80 something. And he fucking just.
Cock diesel.
And I used to hate that because like I used to walk in, I used to be ironing with no shirt on for no reason, pressing the fuck out his pants and shit. Just I'm like, bro, can you put on a beater or something? Like it's just
Nah, bro. Sun's out, guns out.
clearly. So there's a video that I want to show y'all that I didn't get a chance to play last week, but it's so interesting because if I find a way to order one of the, like if I do ever to make it to get in my storefront, I'm putting one of these right in the front. You gonna have to put in $1 to ride it.
Y'all wanna
Yes,
ride
that
that
video.
train, wanna ride it? Y'all wanna ride that train, wanna ride it? Y'all wanna ride that? Damn, now I feel like that song will be stuck in my head.
It will be.
Now I gotta listen to it to get it out.
And now I'm gonna punch you because you know how fucking impressionable I am, and now I'm finna be singing this shit for no reason.
Hey, that song was cold though.
Stop being so impressionable.
Yeah, man. You fuck with the Quad City DJs. They did Space Jam.
Shut up.
You wanna jam? If you wanna jam, party people in the house. Let's go. Sport JC. All right. So
Did you download it first so it doesn't skip?
You know how long it's gonna take me to? Okay, fine. I swear I thought I did, but let me double check.
I wasn't gonna point that out, Tom. I promise you I wasn't.
There you were.
No, I wasn't.
You're a dick.
I'm chilling. And everything is fine.
He probably was gonna point it out because he was like, "See, now we just had this conversation last Sunday."
Yep.
I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna let him live today.
Stop lying.
No, I wasn't.
Right. You ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm chilling. I ain't got no shoes on.
Why don't you have shoes on in the studio? You know what?
Because I wore flip-flops.
You get any type of gout, that's your fault.
Tommy, if you're watching, just know that I was just paid back.
What are you talking about?
What?
Well, I swung dick in his face, and I look over, and your ass crack is out.
Yo, we could have kept that off the air.
Your fault.
Shit. He didn't feel no breeze. It ain't drafty back there. It's probably deep and dark like the abyss.
I just
Are you okay? Like I feel like that fucked up everything. You good?
did. Like I just.
Your fault.
I mean, you've seen Monte's ass.
I'm not trying to go down the line. I've had to see your ass.
It'd be like that.
I
sometimes.
don't want to go down the line. That's
Well,
okay.
But now you've seen Tone's ass. I'm pretty sure you've seen Jamal's.
Speaking of ass, make sure y'all go and get a booty facial from Rachel V
What
Cosmetics.
is a booty facial?
Okay.
Is this an
It said Johnny Gill's cheeks are cheeking.
First of all, I got a haircut, you bitch ass nigga.
I don't even know if that's Tommy. It's a Facebook user.
It might have came from Sarita.
It might have been Sarita because he been calling me Johnny Gill. Like
Rub you the right way, stroke.
Yeah, when Tommy come in, they usually say his name.
Yeah, it's Sarita. Tommy usually goes to Facebook. I swear I just downloaded. I don't know where it went.
Do, 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 do. Hey, I want to go to that game show place.
Which one? Here it
It's like a game show place here.
goes. Where's that?
The video or the game show place?
Game show place.
I don't know. I saw it. It was like on a Facebook ad, and it came up on my timeline.
Can't trust the Facebook ads. They lie.
And no, it's here. Is that nigga actually out? That nigga said we having a time tonight. Did he actually go to Allure?
Who? Tommy?
Tommy?
No, Jamal. He is actually out in public
Public.
because he posted 45 minutes ago and said Martin too cool, going goddamn crazy.
All right, you ready?
Oh my God.
Who on board? The big boy team of the goddamn city.
Yes, that keeps her out.
All right, so she tripping.
I won't let it.
She been on there rolling with everybody tonight. Hey, CCC.
Fuck that fool.
Get your ass up. You cheating, man. You cheating.
And it's curved, y'all.
She cheating. Get your ass up, bro. I'm not
And that's what you
Yeah, I
want.
don't know, Sarita. It be tripping. She said she don't know why it's not showing her name because she went through StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know. It do be true. It's only in the group. Did you recently change the security in the group or something?
Nope. I can't change anything in the group. I removed myself as admin for both pages, thinking it would stop it from blocking the page when I get suspended, but apparently not.
I'll go check it tomorrow.
So yeah.
Are we? Oh, I'm not dropping this episode tomorrow. I'm gonna drop it on Tuesday because I don't think nobody's gonna be watching podcasts tomorrow.
It's a holiday.
Right.
Perfectly fine.
So drop it on Tuesday. I feel bad for you, bro.
I know. Is it gonna be slow?
Oh no! When I say I feel bad for you, I just feel bad that you have a job that cracks on holidays, like the weekend before and the days
See,
of.
I was off the weekend. So all that Saturday, Sunday traffic, I missed all that.
Because I am so fucking glad I do
And
not
I
work a
am
job.
going to be fucking miserable because like now today it wasn't as bad until like when I had to go home. But like parking and shit. But yeah, I know I live right across the street from a park. So it's full of niggas. Full of niggas.
Maybe
Yeah.
the weather won't allow niggas to go over there and be niggas.
They don't give a fuck. They bring fucking gazebos and shit. They don't care.
Yeah, they be bringing they be pitching whole
Like
tents.
it be raining and they be having bouncy houses and shit. Like they go over there and set the fuck up. Like when I was on my way here, niggas was out there fucking playing the drums. And it was like a live fucking band playing Burn Rubber on Me. So yeah. And don't get me wrong, that's my jam. But I'm like, bro, it's
in the park.
Wait, the song is called "Burn Rubber on Me."
Gap Band.
Oh, it just sounds wild when you say the title.
Yeah, but
Burn rubber.
so
on it.
hopefully, I can only hope. I doubt it because niggas gonna need. But hopefully, everybody got all they barbecuing and partying out today, and I
Nope.
don't have to deal with that shit tomorrow
Nope, the other
You
group of people
dropped the
going tomorrow.
bomb on me,
Baby.
baby.
because I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. Where's this damn? Because I had a question I wanted to ask y'all.
What's up? What it do?
Let's see, what
There was a
it
lot
do,
of wrestling
gum
this
shoe?
weekend.
Okay. All right. So there was this chick, right? And she had posted, of course. That's why I told you to save it because I knew she was going to delete it. Hold on.
When you see your ex new boo in Walmart.
You said when you do what?
When you see your ex's new boo in Walmart.
In what?
Walmart.
In what?
Walmart.
It keeps sounding like you saying Walmart.
I was.
Niggas can't say shit. They fuck up literally everything that they can.
I just posted a
That
video.
nigga said everything that they can.
No, seriously. Like there's
We don't
nothing that
do
they
it on.
don't bother fucking up.
Man, we don't do it on purpose.
We really don't.
Some niggas just can't talk.
Sometimes we just say what we feel in that moment.
I
We'll
don't
fix
buy
it
that.
later.
I don't buy that at all.
Well,
Oh,
seen that win coming.
Listen, I went I ended up going. Y'all know I don't have Apple Music. I had Apple Music when I was with Verizon because it was like it was included with our
Right.
plan. But then after that, with a switching, I would, like if somebody would add me to their family plan. But with me not having it, I just do Pandora now. And
You know, Spotify is free, right?
I played Never Ever, Trillville,
Never, ever, ever.
Get on My Level.
Get on
Listen, I have been jamming for like 2 straight days. When I tell you that these motherfuckers is just consistently hit after hit after hit after hit from, I'm like, damn, man, this shit make me want to go hop in traffic and go fight niggas on the hood of cars and shit on 27th and Capitol by McDonald's. Like,
Damn, you trying to scrap?
I'm just like the entire, like, that set a whole mode. So like usually when I was using Pandora for some bullshit, because it's like I can be like, all right, I'm gonna hear Chris Brown station, right? It'll play a couple Chris Browns, maybe a Drake. Then it would be like Pop Smoke or some shit. Next thing you know, fucking Boys to Men and Mariah Carey and shit. And it's like, dog, that's not what I asked for. So this is the first time that I really like searched the song, and it's been consistent with everything that it played. Like it knows, like, all right, this is the lane. So I'm proud of Pandora for that.
Pandora be cracking.
Sound like it do.
Definitely. What is going on here?
I don't know what happened.
What is this?
Some shit I don't think I should be a part of.
Yeah, he getting pegged.
Is that a sword?
He getting his
Drew McIntyre?
yes. Maybe she doing some Game of Thrones. Or maybe she's showing her his House of D.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Because I was looking at cause you know House of Dragons just dropped, right?
That's
And
been
somebody
your shit.
wrote it as House of D one day, and I'm like, yeah, let me put that in the chamber. I'm gonna use that one day.
How is House of Dragons?
You gotta be if you a true Game of Thrones fan, you gonna fuck with it.
Have you been watching House of Dragons?
I have. And
Damn, bro, you shook up the world.
Nigga, this the one with the battery pack, so it's heavy by design.
oh yeah, that's actually tonight.
Yeah, that's the only. Remember when I was talking to you about maybe moving back to Mondays? Secretly, that was one of the reasons why.
I know. We got an app. That's what it's for.
That's why I didn't. When you said no, I was like, okay, fine.
I'm tired of being ping ponged around this motherfucking network.
Well, once I get the second spot, it's not going to be a problem at all because I'm going to have 2 places people can
It's
record.
not a problem now. Not for me.
Just saying.
I don't
I said
know.
where I'm
I don't know
staying,
why we
goddammit.
always gotta go
Look,
down this hole.
I'm okay with it. If you could do it earlier, it would have been happier. But, you know, cool where you are.
I was just asked to participate in
A daisy chain?
a ladies' night event. Actually, no, but
What's the update on that?
my young guy came back.
Not the 0-4 one.
No.
Oh, okay.
I blocked him entirely.
That's why I look.
Yeah. Tay is block.
Look,
Like-
as me and Juan, as the only residential person who has been here since episode 1, we're the only people who truly know who every single person that you talk about.
Yeah.
But for
No.
the listeners, when you say certain things, we have to make sure that the callback is something they can understand.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Mr. Owen, he's been blocked, like Facebook blocked,
Like, how does that feel that, like,
Snapchat.
because you got swept in the first round of the NBA Finals, your whole team has now been bumped to the D League?
Niggas suck, bro.
Yeah. And I hate it because it's like we're in a Snapchat group together and I blocked him on Snap, but then it's like when I went to open a group, it's like, hey, Dave Spears is in this group. Are you sure you want to open? Like that was the fucking purpose of me blocking him on here. Why do I still have to see him in the group?
You know, the more we do this podcast, the more I'm glad that I do not know women like you. I'm very glad. Because if I had a chick that was just openly out here, you're like, yo, Juan, that nigga's 0-4. Like, why would you say that? Like, I'm not even provoking you.
First of all,
why you
I didn't.
you
the
telling
person-
people I
First
can't?
of all, I did everything anonymously. He identified.
Why you
himself
telling
anonymously.
people that my sex bad, fam?
I
but
didn't.
in her
You don't
defense-
gotta say it's good, but don't fuck it up for me getting
I
no
didn't
more.
say.
But she
How
didn't
many
say.
times
No
did
one.
I say?
We've never
I didn't
said
say
names.
It was bad. I just said he couldn't beat me. I said that. We had this conversation. I've said like it wasn't bad.
Why
It was
we-
just it was
My,
inconsistent.
I guess my point is I wouldn't like I would be a little.
But I never said it. He came in the comments and identified himself. He did that to himself. I didn't. So what you mean? You want no motherfuckers like me? I didn't do it.
Even if I don't out myself and put the spotlight on me like he did, the fact that I'm opening reading this, knowing who the fuck you talking about is what fucks with me.
But the problem is,
Like even if I don't say, "Damn, G, don't put my business in the street" type shit,
the fact
just
that
the
you
fact
know,
that I opened it and I know, like, well, I know who she was fucking. She happened to be fucking me. Oh, this is me. She's
But
talking
Juan,
about. I don't like
did
this.
OnlyFans.
But Juan,
I was
here's the
fucking a couple people.
here's the thing, Juan. Niggas and chicks do it on the timeline all day.
I'm glad ain't nobody saying Juan.
But it was
You
like
suck.
they don't say who it is because only you and that person know.
That's why I
So-
just said I'm glad that I don't read nowhere that Juan, you suck.
Right. It's just like because 9 out of 10, if there's somebody you fucking on, you probably checking their timeline every once in a while, and then you just match your time frame.
That's nasty.
That's usually what happens.
Checking
Yeah, well-
checking the person that you fucking timeline to see what she be talking about. That's disgusting.
You was checking her timeline to get there to fuck her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, is it an ego thing? Like you want to see what she talking about?
It's
to see if
always
she
an
talking
ego
about
thing.
you.
No, okay, so
It's like saying you
no,
fuck.
because so there was another guy that I fucked off Facebook, and he kept trying to fuck some more, and I was never going. And like whenever like we was having like conversations about sex and shit on Facebook, and I'm like, I be tired of niggas like gassing that shit, then you get in his week. And I guess he got tired of that because he ended up like he got rid of me on Facebook, and I was perfectly okay with it because I didn't want the dick no more anyway.
He was trying to redeem himself. You wouldn't let him.
There was nothing to redeem.
He was trying to be on the redeem team.
Because the only reason why he had multiple chances before was because it was like I was using him for like content. But that is why I told y'all I don't like fucking niggas if I'm not getting content out of it, because it's like otherwise it's gonna be for nothing.
But I can't imagine bad sex makes good content.
So trust me, there are ways to make shit look good that's not good.
There's a certain
I know.
thing-
I watch enough porn.
a certain thing called movie magic, bro.
Oh, trust me,
Basically.
we watch bad movies all the time. But I'm just saying, like, like if this is bad, like I wouldn't even want to waste time editing this shit. Like, man,
You got to get
this
your
was-
money's worth out of
this is
somehow.
pointless.
You know, and that's a thing for me why editing would be hard a lot. Like because people were probably looking like, damn, Mimi, where the fuck your content at? Because I have content. It just I haven't edited yet because it's like I'll start editing it and I'll be like, bro, I don't even want to do this shit. And then I fall asleep or I do something else. So
That shit was weak.
it's just because it's like, even though like from the video you can't tell, just me being there and knowing like, bro, this shit wasn't even hitting, and I gotta fucking
Start giving your fans the raw cut.
so man.
It'd probably be shorter.
I've actually had to edit in order to make the porn longer.
See? Porn, like, bro, the porn that niggas be going to town on themselves on online don't be
Yeah, I'm
what the
pretty sure
recording
That's,
was.
that's all copy.
It'd be a whole day's worth of like fucking that just got edited in
Yeah, like
to
I
make a good 15-minute video.
like
That's cool. Don't give me that 30-minute video where I watched you walk in. I saw niggas rub oil on your back. Like
That'd be that storyline.
that's the raw footage.
That's that storyline.
no, but that's the thing, and like some people like Ravi. Like some people want that. They want the full storyline porn.
They
like
wanna know how we
And
got
then
got
other
here.
people, they just want the opening scene to be,
A dick in the mouth.
bit picking girl like that. So
I kind of like a
different stuff
little.
with
I
different
kind of
folks.
like a little lead up.
And see, I always post.
the way you watch your
post a full
porn
length
and the
video.
way you like your wrestling. I don't get it.
Kind of like a little lead up. I
So
need to know how
he
we
don't
got
want
here.
he don't want no promo for wrestling. He just want a hard hitting match. But he watches porn like, yeah, I kind of want to know how we got here.
I want my porn to have a hard hitting
Why-
match too, but
Why are you wet, man? What does this guy do for you?
that's what I mean.
I need to know. I need to build.
I need to.
But
I need to
see,
know
that's
if she
the-
got
like-
stimulated or we just raw. It's like in there.
But-
That's what y'all like.
I hate this pod.
So with my porn videos, they average anywhere from like 20, 35 minutes. And that's after with me editing and like, shortening it and putting scenes together. It'd be like a lot of what you call that shit, B-roll.
B-roll. See, and that's why I like to know how we got here, because I feel like when you just come in and we just going straight to business, I feel like you done left a lot of stuff on the cutting room
Right?
floor.
You ever thought about releasing like deleted scenes?
The Snyder cut.
Well, when I had like bundle subscribers, sometimes I would send them like the shit that got cut out for other people.
The deleted scene.
Right. Like,
But no, like
Did you ever drop the bloopers video?
I need one. But no, like with me doing it that way, it's because it's like now most people they don't need a 20+ minute porn, which is fine. But I post them the full length anyway because I'm like, you can always fast forward, go to your favorite part, come back. Then maybe it might be three different scenes within this one video that you're like, all right, first nut off this scene. I'll come back on Friday and see what else is in the
what's
video.
to it?
Yeah, then it's like, all right, I like this part. Can you get enough off that part? Then you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just I just say fuck it. And I post full length videos. It don't just be like 5-minute videos here and there. Like even my solo videos are longer than that. So
You ever never completely closed the porn you was watching?
dog.
Like you just close your
Have
phone?
you been like? Have
Yeah.
you been seeing those?
And my phone froze.
And you just kept
I was,
hearing
I was
everything.
in the middle. I was in the middle of this doctor's office. This was what the week before. If it was a week and a half ago, and it froze. So like when I was trying to push the volume button to cut it down, it would. So I had to hurry up, push the power button, and then I just could not open my phone anymore until I got back in the car because I knew it's the moment I opened my phone and put my thumbprint in, it was gonna open right back to that, and there was nothing I could do about it. So I just
That's
said,
why
nope.
you gotta hard close everything.
Man,
Another reason why I like my Samsung: touch that button in the corner, close all, done.
I
Or
open-
when it's like when you get in a car and connect to the Bluetooth, even
Yeah.
when the video doesn't play right away,
The
it still
audio.
puts the caption of what you was watching to be like X videos, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, you just really put the full URL on the dash for everybody to know what I was doing before I got in the car. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
yeah, that be that bullshit.
Went to go open Safari.
And you actually seen Safari on the job.
Then I'm so sick of listening to podcasts hearing about how Safari just out here slinging dick.
I
I
hope
sell it
you-
on the site if you're interested.
He got a penis mode.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got mode.
it's a big old dick too. I think it vibrates, y'all. But you can like,
Thanks a lot.
Was that you who posted that chick who was baking with a vibrator?
yes,
I hate you.
she was selling homemade tortillas,
Dick tillers.
and somebody was like, "Okay, you rolling them with a vibrator?" She's like, "No, it's a rolling pin." It was like, "No, that's a vibrator." She was like, "Uncultured swine
It's a
wouldn't
vibrator.
recognize that it's a vibrating rolling pin, but it had Durex on it."
You gotta respect when niggas double down, fam. When we
You
just
know,
had this conversation about
pandi-
niggas doubling down on the wrong, fam.
Like pandemics is hard, fam. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Does it make the tortillas like better because the pin vibrated? Like,
Her secretions are on your tortillas.
ugh. Is she attractive?
I don't know. I ain't never met too many ugly Spanish women.
Oh, you don't live on the south side.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
Yeah, because when you over there, it's the real exotic video bitches is very few and far between when
Big
you
facts.
actually on the south side. It's just
You
it's
see,
full of Yolanda's what's her name? Salivar? What's the
yes,
chick that killed Selena?
yes, yes. It's a lot of abuelitas over there, man.
Yeah.
They got like grandmas.
Grandmas, man.
Abuela.
Um,
Yeah, it's completely different.
it's a whole world over there, fam. They definitely are a bunch of Mexican Karens over there.
Okay, I take it back. Maybe I ain't never seen no young bad looking Spanish people.
A couple of them over there.
Old Spanish people look terrible.
But think about that's because I don't know I think we said this before. They'll go from looking cute, disappear, and then they come back looking like
Open
Yolanda
can of biscuit.
Escovars. It's like somewhere in between they just shift.
There's like that missing portion of Jesus Christ's life.
Yes.
Like, hey, what happened?
What happened? Just you now you went back to your homeland to visit families, and this is what came back. It's like Cleveland Brown's son.
Yeah. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am
Is
here
that still a
to.
thing?
Nope. They canceled that shit a while ago.
There's old
How many
friends,
seasons
there's
did it
new
make?
friends, there's even
It's,
a
you know,
band.
it's hard to tell. 'Cause I just found out South Park is on like 35.
You know, when I thought they would have got South Park out of here,
Ew, I'm not going to that area.
that shit's still here.
I love how
And it's still is.
Grubhub. Oh, let me tell you about Grubhub, right?
Let me tell you about my Grub Hub.
I know I did my delivery stories like first thing when I got here,
Come
but
get your
let me tell you how
dream
these
job.
motherfuckers fucked me, right? I had a delivery and it was like, hey, it's like $22 delivery, whatever. The mileage was low because that's how I base it. When I'm doing my deliveries, I try to make as close to $2 a mile as possible. I don't accept anything under like $1.50 a mile. So if you want me to travel 6.24 miles and I see that this order is only paying me $6.54,
Fuck
I'll
you.
decline it. And the reason is pay too low for distance. So
Know
when I
your worth,
get
queen.
orders that is like $15 for 5 miles, shit like that, like, all right, that's $3 a mile. That's above my usual, whatever. So that's how I determine which orders I'll take versus what I want. So when I get this, 22 whatever dollar order and it's only excuse me, like 9 miles, I'm like, all right, bet. But when I accept it, they didn't tell me because it was some tuna place. I think it's called Screaming Tuna or something.
Oh, I heard that.
But they didn't say it was Screaming Tuna and fucking Popeyes.
Which Popeyes? Because Screaming Tuna is right after you get off the freeway by the stadium.
Yeah. So it was the Popeyes on Greenfield.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Because that's the one where Little Penny work at.
So
She hate that one.
The
who's Little Penny?
little old white woman when we used to be on 35th,
Oh, yeah. So
she was quietly quitting.
I never see a white lady in there.
Oh, you never went with me and Juan went there. This little old white lady. I just came here to do my job and that's it.
And
She hate them young kids.
Swear to God, she hated them.
she should.
She hated all them
they
little niggas.
trifling names shit. So Popeyes, the reason why I hate them so much is even when the lobby is open, they don't have a designated area like KFC or everybody else. It's like for mobile orders, you go into this one specific spot. Because if you have a mobile order, whether it's from the Popeyes app or you order it from a delivery partner, what is the point of prepaying if you still have to wait in line? Now, I will say, because I was in there bitching, come to find out, a lot of you jackasses are the reason why. Because y'all order things on the app or from the delivery partners and then complain because they make the order. And then by the time you get the order, you complaining because, oh man, my chicken was cold or it was soggy because it was sitting, blah, 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 blah. So now they don't want to make the orders until we get there, which is stupid. Because I figure this way. if you are prepaying for this order and it tells you, hey, your order will be ready at 6:30 and you show up at 6:45 or whatever the case may be and you get your shit late, I don't give a fuck. We told you what time to be here. So if your chicken was not fresh when you got it, that is not our fucking problem. No, you are not getting a refund. But anyway, so I have to stand in this fucking line and wait for all of these people ahead of me before I can get to the window just to say, hey, I'm picking up a Grubhub. I show this nigga my Grubhub and he says, oh, that went out already. After I have been standing in line for like 20 plus minutes. Actually, I'm over 30.
How the fuck do you give somebody else's order away?
Huh?
And not only does he say, oh, this order already went out, I know because I packed it myself. And once orders go out, we don't remake them. So I instantly call customer service, customer care for Grubhub. I leave because I'm like, I done picked up this other lady food from Screaming Tuna first. Now, I'm always considerate and I let my customers know if I have, double orders. I'm like, hey, I have another customer to pick up for, or, I got another delivery prior, blah, 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 blah. So it'll be a delay. So I always communicate. So I'm like, I'm not finna keep holding her food while y'all figure this out. Y'all finna cancel this order anyway. I'm finna leave so I can take her shit. Y'all can just wipe it so it'll, come out of my task or whatever.
Right.
So I call and little Akbar, whatever the fuck. He's like, okay, I need to call the customer to see if they got the order. Now, even if this customer got the order, do you think that they finna tell you that they already got the order? No. Because that means that if you're calling from Grubhub to ask them if they got it, that means that you don't have a record of them getting it. So
Right.
them telling you that they didn't get it means that they know that they finna get their fucking money back, even
Big
if they
facts.
already got their food. So how the fuck would she tell you that she got it?
I'm pretty sure order from Popeyes to third party is very expensive.
Big
'Cause
facts.
I do that shit all the time. That shit at least $50.
You stupid.
So,
That's all I can say.
and you know what's funny? Like with him, it's like with people like him, they really don't got a choice because he don't drive. Now us, it's mega stupid because we can really actually just get up and go get our
But
own
all
shit.
I'm saying is, like, for $50, one of the better wings place
Yeah.
will give you the same meal for cheaper.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
But
But he likes what he likes.
But so I already know how this is finna play out. It's like, well, the customer said that she doesn't want the order anymore, blah, 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 blah. So you'll see it's been canceled, it's been removed, whatever. I'm like, okay, now here's the thing. I see that it's been canceled, but I also see that I haven't been paid for it. I just waited in this fucking line for 30 minutes for something that went out that I didn't get and was canceled, none of which was my fault. They tell me that they don't pay for orders where no delivery attempt is made. First of all, that's bullshit. DoorDash, if a customer cancels, and you've already like started driving towards the restaurant or you've made it and checked in at the restaurant, because you can see exactly what time I fucking got there. We have to check arrived when we get to the restaurant. So you know the exact moment that I pulled into Popeyes.
Right.
That time versus the time that I called customer care to tell you that they said the order already went out. All that time in between was time that I committed to this order when I could have fucking canceled it, meaning that I need to be paid for time for being on this fucking order. So I'm still waiting on customer service to contact me back because I sent them a screenshot. They fucking policy tells you, hold on, because I sent them a screenshot. It says, if an order is canceled, do I still get paid? Before the food is picked up. If an order is canceled before you pick up the food, you may still earn a portion of the original offer. What determines eligibility for this payment? Your progress towards the restaurant at the time of cancellation. Well, I was already at the restaurant. Your estimated arrival to pick up the food at the time of cancellation. How is that earning calculated? The portion of the original offer is based on the estimated time and distance you've already committed to the order. I drove all the way to the fucking restaurant and then I was in there for 30 minutes before they told me that they didn't have the order and they wasn't going to remake it. and it says if it's canceled after you pick the food up, you get the full offer amount. Plus, you get to keep whatever food. Like Grubhub will tell you, like the customer canceled it. If you already picked up the food, you can either keep it or throw it away. So I sent them the screenshot, and I'm like, y'all policy say that y'all supposed to pay me for this, so y'all need to escalate this. And I ain't heard nothing back yet. But that seems to be my con with driving for Grubhub. Because like I said, DoorDash will still pay you half. They won't pay you for the delivery portion, obviously, because you're not driving to the customer, but they will always pay you half of whatever the guaranteed amount was when you accepted the order. So if that order was supposed to pay me $10 to pick it up and drop it off, they're going to give me at least $5. Bastards.
Well, you knew that you had to just wait for the other shoe to fall.
Yeah. So I
At
tagged
least you know
them
what
on.
that is.
I tagged them on Twitter, on Facebook, and I emailed them.
Fuck you.
Just fuck them. But yeah, I know it's like an hour and a half.
Damn, already?
Yeah, we're not gonna make it nowhere close to 2 hours tonight because I'm kind of congested. I really just want to go home
Keep that shit over
and
there.
lay down. No, it's because we didn't have the with it cooling off.
It changed on you.
I turned the air off in the house because mom and them already be talking about they freezing. But I be hot, so
they
it's
need
like
to move
sleeping.
down south.
Well, she was supposed to before,
Yeah.
Like the one let
Um,
I know.
What?
But I hope everybody has a very, very safe holiday. If anybody makes ribs or brats, look out for your girl because my number one barbecuer is,
You got
unavailable.
you got to put some ribs in the
Won't
slow
let
cooker.
me out.
I'm
It won't let me out.
I'm gonna put mine in the Instapot and see how that.
Instapot some ribs?
Yeah,
Look.
and I bet the motherfuckers probably tender too.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be fall off the bone because I've cooked short ribs in the Instapot, and them motherfuckers they literally like right off the bone. Like I had to use a spoon to get them because when I tried to use the tongs, the bone slid right out.
I might buy me some burgers at work.
So yeah. And I was telling y'all how like people will complain about me and chicks always cooking chicken Alfredo. Like my family bugged I had to make Alfredo 2 nights in a row.
That shit slap, son.
I had to make it 2 nights in a row because
Chicken Alfredo. My girls love that shit.
they begged me for that shit.
My girls love that shit. I don't even know why. I'm like, ain't that po nigga shit?
Cause it's slap, nigga.
We on our way out the door, Britt.
Shout out to Britt Nicole for an awesome ass poetry event that was today. When I tell you they got their shit off.
Brittany,
It was actually it was an adult like an erotic
mom.
poetry night this weekend, and
That
I
sounds
I
wild.
had to go deliver.
Wait, did you say it was new poetry night?
A nigga walked in with a robe, nothing but a robe on. I was listen.
Oh, he was Ric Flair out here.
Listen.
Woo!
Listen. So, I got.
Niggas out here with the woman I desire you with his dick out.
I had a customer, reach out. Now they've purchased from me before, and
Did he helicopter?
Bruh, shut up.
why are you like this?
Is
Just thought I'd ask. Pause.
Terrible.
that something you would do with your bitch one?
But anyway,
Just
so
swirl my dick in it?
this is Friday
Probably.
night. And she writes me and she's like, hey, are you able to, give me whatever today? And I'm like, cool. So I go and I deliver it. And I didn't know that I was delivering it to like I said, it was an adult, like an erotic poetry night. And while I'm standing there getting ready to hand the customer their bag, a nigga walks up, off the street, like.
What do you mean off the street?
Meaning like he didn't come from the building. I'm standing on the sidewalk. She's standing on the stair in front of the door. And he comes from, wherever the fuck I don't know if he had just parked or what. He just got this silky ass robe on, chest out. It's just a silky robe and shoes.
So
Yeah.
So he showed up like this.
Yes. And they was crazy.
And I bet he got leather seats.
Was he driving a Nissan?
I hope he had the air on.
Was it hot that day?
Just
like-
sticking to his car.
I mean, I've when I had the Explorer, me and Rico was in there fucking and we fell asleep because we was drunk and like his nuts was stuck to the seat. My ass was stuck. It was a mess.
Everybody just sounded like
But
Velcro.
yeah, so I don't know if they was like, painting, dinglings or whatever, or maybe he had on some briefs under there. All I know is I saw robe, chest, and legs.
In flip flops.
So
maybe he had on Tim's.
Bro, I hope you're not out here in a robe and Tim's in Wisconsin weather.
Man, construction wheat joints.
That's a wild boy.
yes.
Would you show up to your girl house like that?
That's
what she requested.
That's what she requested. We here.
Because you like your New York chicks.
We
So
here.
she just hit you on the text like, "Yo, son, I need you in that satin joint with the butters on."
I got you, ma. On my way.
Yeah, the narrative of how niggas from New York are fucking crazy. I don't know anybody from New York.
Chicks are worse than the niggas. That's the crazy part.
But being on Clubhouse, I have met some chicks from Baltimore.
Be more.
Baltimore.
That's why I just say be more.
Yeah, but like, no, when they can't say two, anything with the ooh sound. Oh, it's hilarious.
So they don't never say the Usos. They just say Jimmy and Jay.
Man,
That's wild.
man, you just gotta hear that shit. That should be crazy.
And too bad Clubhouse died. I mean, it's still there, but
I'll be on this sometimes.
yeah, niggas ain't
I got a few friends.
It had its possibilities, but niggas got too wild. Respect the stage.
Respect the stage. Yo, y'all need to listen. Niggas ain't here dropping gems. This free game.
Hey,
Oh,
bro, I swear I got tired of hearing that shit.
I need y'all to.
Pimp hoes and slam Cadillac doors. We got you.
No.
We gotta go somewhere next year.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
What
we
we
got-
doing?
I don't
Shit,
know,
anywhere
just
at this
go
point.
somewhere.
You know what? We ain't took a family Chicago trip, and that shit right down the street.
Yeah, we could just.
I
Th-
don't
those-
take no family trips at all because y'all fucking suck.
Fuck you, bitch. You
I
was
mean,
running off.
Technically, we took the family trip.
You-
You didn't come.
You didn't come. We
Hey.
replaced you with Jazz. Yes, you just as boring as you are
Hey,
sometimes,
before we go, we go close out with this photograph.
bitch. Like you, I don't even need to, bitch. That's all I gotta say to you. Because I know it's horrible.
Cause I forgot to tell y'all about this.
And maybe that's a good thing.
Why do you think I just immediately said bitch?
What the fuck, fam? The one time that my watch shouldn't show a picture, it showed the picture.
I hate you. I hate you, and I hate him for letting you.
That is demasculation at its
No.
finest.
Cause
Do you want the text too, or just the picture?
no, the whole text. I want the whole text.
I fucking hate you.
Excuse me.
So
Do you remember the 21st day of
Come and get your
September?
rim job.
Come on, get your rim job.
so I have been like I do like it's been a minute because I haven't talked to him in weeks. I've been ignoring him. Because ignoring to me is better than blocking.
Because you know you're gonna take him back. But
It's just
Continue.
no, it's just because it drives the point home more. When motherfuckers block, I feel like they don't really pay attention. But yeah, so one of our last interactions before I actually started ignoring him, we had one of these moments. And the fact that he said, "You made me clap my ass cheeks so I can never forgive you."
Yo! Out here clapping niggas ass cheeks.
This bitch.
Out here turning grown niggas out.
This bitch.
Taking niggas manhood.
This bitch.
Got it at a discount price too. He damn near gave it to her for free.
This bitch.
Gave my nigga the rusty trombone.
Listen.
Like to get milked and have somebody blowing your ass at the same time, that gotta be a euphoric experience.
Well, on top of that, like she's not doing it in the picture, but I also play with the balls at the same time. So it's like a triple threat. This bitch.
Made him say, whoo. That is wild.
Remember a couple of weeks ago when I told y'all that I pushed him down and arched his back? That's what I was doing.
Hey, y'all stuck together forever. If I let a bitch do this to me, you mine. Like you can't go nowhere. We are stuck together.
That's what
like you, I'm your bitch at this point.
Like the last message he sent me, he was like, "I'm worried because I haven't been answering his calls or respond. Like I've been completely ignored. Like his entire text thread, I'm not opening it, so it just has like the little number and like how many missed texts I have, and so it just shows the last text he sent was, "I'm worried."
Bro, you made him clap his ass cheeks. Like how you just gonna do this to a nigga and then stop talking to him?
That was the plan.
What?
That was the plan.
This is sick.
That was the plan.
If he hit you with a Ciroc bottle, you deserve it.
What the fuck?
Almost facts.
So I knew, like, cause our last little conversation and shit, I'm like, dog think it's sweet. So like so it was our last day. I did this, and then I started ignoring
I actually
him.
walked out the door and realized I left my glasses.
I haven't talked to him or responded to him since then. But like I said, she's not doing it in the picture, but I was actually massaging his balls at the same time. So it's like I said, it's a triple threat.
Hey,
but him saying, like, you made me clap my ass cheek so I can never forgive you.
I understand.
How is it my fault though? What is there to forgive
me
for?
When you into some freaky shit,
you made him like something that no man is supposed to like publicly.
And he was comfortable with it.
Comfortable with it.
So like when you comfortable with a person and you into some freaky shit, and that person that you are comfortable with is down to do what you like because they are also into some freaky shit, that's what this is. Like you are just as sick as him. Then your whole point was to fuck that nigga mind up with some wild shit he was into. You probably could have strapped up and slipped it in him and he'd have been okay with it.
She probably already did.
Nah, I did a finger though.
See,
told you. That's all it took. Because
he was like he was like Dinkins, and he's like moved my hand. I was like, I smacked his hand. Yeah, like.
Oh, so you raped it?
Now, I didn't go all the way in.
This is rape.
Sounds very rapey to me. Yeah. It was not consensual.
Yeah, none of this.
He sounded like he told you no.
Did you yell surprise?
Don't do that.
Sounds like he told you no and you still did it.
Right. When he swatted your hand, that was the no.
That was the no.
No, he didn't swat my hand. I swatted his.
Well, he put his hand back there
to
tell you that this is not okay.
It's not okay.
It's too much. We've gone too far.
Fuck him.
You did. Without his permission.
This bitch
has fucked this nigga whole mental state of mind. He's already a fragile person.
He is definitely fragile.
And then you do this.
You do this shit.
And I've been ignoring him since.
See, ladies, I just want you to understand.
She blowing in his ass like a balloon.
No. I want you to understand because as men, we don't understand when we do this until this bitch does it to a man. And then we understand how we have wronged y'all all these years. Because she is toxic as fuck.
Wow.
And y'all are idolizing.
That word?
Show me the lie. Look what you just did. You rocked his world like a Michael Jackson song. Okay? And kicked him to the curb.
Yo, don't say you rocked his world. It's hilarious, though. I'm crying.
First of all,
Cause when you
we not
feel
go act
that
like you
heat,
didn't
then
deserve me to
you
do it
gon'
like that.
ride the boogie,
Boogie.
share that beat of love. You put a finger in
And you
his
know what makes it
butt.
so bad? It's not that you did all this to him, okay? Because y'all weird like that. Y'all both do weird shit to each other.
Weird.
Fam, he put a popsicle in your ass, okay?
I feel like if you had a dick,
But the
you would have
problem,
came at him.
you probably would have
See, thank you.
on him.
He wanted it. Team Mimi.
You stay out this shit because you just as wild and toxic as well too. But
You just call Serena toxic.
bro, you've heard her talk to us.
But again, if you had a dick, you would have came in.
But
there.
here's the problem, okay?
You would have filled him
You
up.
have put him in
Had
a
an Aladdin
position.
on his face.
Aladdin, disgusting. You put him in a position where there is something now that he likes. This is why he can't forgive you. He likes it. He probably secretly yearns for all of this right now. And then you are leaving him on red.
I'm not leaving him on red. I'm not even answering. I'm not opening it at all.
That's
I'm just not responding.
That's just as worse because now we don't even know if you got it or not because the little red button's not popping up. So now we talking to ourselves. Now you got us going crazy. This is how people get kidnapped, Mimi.
No, because this is my thing, right? I feel like he was getting too comfortable.
Isn't that what he's supposed to
No,
do?
no, no, no. I don't mean sexually. I mean, he's always been, because what happens? Like, we split up, niggas go back, like, and niggas is too comfortable with that. And when have y'all ever known me to turn down hanging out with him or talking to him or like, especially fucking, like, when we split and he done with his little tantrums, I always respond.
So
I'm not doing that this
Is
time.
it his fault or is it your fault?
But that's what I'm saying. So because he got comfortable
It's
with
your
that,
fault.
I
You let
had
him
to
have the
shut this
tantrums.
shit down and say, you know what? I got something for you. So now that nigga is bugging the fuck out because I'm not, because he knows he's not blocked. I think that's why he's been calling so much, because he's like, well, it's not going right to voicemail, so she don't got me blocked. But how fucked up is it? Like, a nigga is so comfortable that when you're not responding, he automatically think like, damn, man, did you die or something? Is you okay? Just let me know you okay. Just let me know you good. I'm worried.
Because he know you.
Because he know
Right.
that usually you'll respond to one
Usually,
of those.
well, that time has ended. I told you I don't feel the same way that I used to.
See, he
And
is
I'm at a point now where it's like, if we interact, it's gonna have to be for content. Like, I just, that personal
Good, I'm
shit
glad. So we can stop talking about
is
this.
out the
Nigga.
door.
Nope, he'll be back.
Nah, I don't want to speak about that.
You wanna know why?
He ruins my Sundays.
Because she's gonna talk about a content recording, and he's gonna be the nigga that's in it.
No, I just
I don't
told
watch
you
her
at the,
content, so that's
I told you at the
You
beginning,
right.
my young guy is actually, and he told me, he said, look, I'm in a better place in life now, like financially and just mentally and
I was like,
everything.
where
so,
was he at?
so that little issue that I had with the, with the
I thought he had the baby.
that, and
It's the other nigga.
no, it's him.
Is it?
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, the
But he was
baby
like,
and the something else was wrong.
Mm.
well,
Just
it was,
lived it.
it was. I don't even know about that baby. I didn't ask him about it because just in case, because I told y'all my theory. I didn't ask him about it just in case it wasn't his and it might have been a soft spot.
I feel.
He ain't brought it up to me and said nothing like, man, yeah, I've been being a dad and blah 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 blah. And he ain't mentioned it, so I just left it alone. But yeah, put a battery in place. I don't want to, I don't want to deal with that. And it's so funny because with me seeing how he's acting, I'm like, damn, I should have did this a long time ago.
he's acting like a spoiled kid. And usually when you throw a tantrum and mommy don't get no fuck no more, it's mommy times. I'm gonna have my wine over here and let you yell. That's what he's doing. That's what you're doing. You letting him cry. He's gonna cry himself to sleep because eventually he's gonna chill out.
Black parents are sick.
How are we sick? Because when I tell
He'll cry himself to sleep.
what's funny, when Tiana used to do that, I used to literally go over and ask her, like, are you done yet? And she'd be like, no. Like, okay. And I just go back to what I'm doing. I acknowledge that she's there, but you want to keep crying, go for it.
Yeah. All I know is I think that he's afraid to ask anybody else to do that. So now he just kind of stuck.
That's why I said this is why he hates you. Because if it's not from you, it's weird. This is why it's hard for y'all to find your person.
I don't have a person.
He's your person.
Like,
He's a spoiled, entitled brat, but he's still your person. Because the amount of shit y'all do, if that was on OnlyFans, you may get blocked.
that?
No, just in general, the shit y'all do.
Oh. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Germany might block you, fam.
They tell you, like, we don't allow XYZ. I'm like, nigga, it's a fuck. How you go limit people porn and what they into?
I heard they starting to limit public period on
Yeah.
OF.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Because a couple of my porn star friends were complaining about that on TikTok.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm a professional, god damn it. These are my actual scenes.
Yeah. That'd be wild. But yeah, nothing wrong with a little gooch smooch.
Gooch,
That's the title.
Gooch smooch?
Gooch smooch.
We don't already got an episode that title.
Nope.
We do now.
We
It's this
do.
one.
We was gonna call something. It was Gooch something, but we ended up changing it.
Well, gooch smooch. It is what it is. But yeah, so if you know now this is the thing, like he's a very, very, very clean person. This is not something that he's actually the only person that I've done this to. I don't fuck with.
Yeah, you shouldn't just go around putting your face in everybody's ass.
And definitely don't put your finger in everybody's ass. You might get something coming out.
Well, see, this is my thing. Like when it comes to men, like men wiping, I just feel like they're not as thorough. Like us, we wipe all the time. So it's a habit for us. Niggas only have to wipe when they shit. And I feel like
I
with
don't
that,
want to talk about this.
they not as efficient.
Aficionados.
So yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you into that, make sure you don't just lick ass. You want to, give it the good down to, like you milking a cow. So milk him, smooch the gooch, and massage the nuts at the same time. It's like a real, get everything going. But that concludes this week's episode of Hoecially Awkward. I hope you guys have a very safe and happy Labor Day. Enjoy your day off. If you do actually have to work tomorrow, I hope that you are at least getting time and a half or double pay or, whatever have you. If not, steal something.
Works for me.